Oh, is it random stuff time? Alright. So some of you probably wondered what happened to my weekend project video, because I didn't post it one, and yeah, I just didn't post it one. So it is a bigger project this time, and I already started building, filming and editing it last week, but then I had some serious problems with my bandsaw and I first had to repair it, and you will see that later. But because this happened, it was impossible for me to finish the video for Saturday or Sunday. And I also had to do a lot of other stuff the weekend. So then I thought on posting the video on Monday, but that would have meant that I had to work the whole Sunday. And on Sunday noon I just thought, should I work now 8 hours straight on this project video and maybe it won't come out that great? Or do nothing, and I decided to do nothing and take a day off, and that was a good choice. But I can tell you that this video will be finished for this Saturday. And we also can have a quick look on the project right now. This wooden bucket is a part of the video and a small part of the whole project. The fan is there to kind of speed up the drying process of the finish, because it didn't cure fully overnight on the inside. I hope that it will be fully cured this evening so I can put on the second coat. Now for building the bucket I had to resaw a little bit with the bandsaw, and as I already mentioned, there were some serious problems. Now they are already fixed and the saw works again, so we kind of have to jump back in time and take a look at what went wrong. So I got a problem with my homemade bandsaw because this nut that tensions the blade somehow got stuck on the bolt and it really won't come off. I managed to get the blade off while being half tensioned by just tracking it slowly off of the wheel. Now I can disassemble the part where the bolt is attached to. I just wanted to change the blade as usual, so I loosened the tension and then it just wouldn't go further, and then I turned a little bit harder and then the flat spot of the carriage bolt started to spin in its hole and destroyed the hole. Then I tried to grab the bolt with pliers, but even this couldn't hold it. But now with the piece disassembled I can apply a little bit more force. Wow.
After seeing that, I just decided to cut the bolt off because I wouldn't have to use it again anyways.
The part is removed now, but I still want to know what went wrong with these threads, so I grinded some flat spots onto it and now I can really grab it. Okay, there would have been no way to get it out again. I already bought a new bolt and nut, and this time M12. Hopefully this will hold up a bit longer over time.
For this new bigger bolt I also had to expand the hole a little bit and carve a little clearance so the bolt head would fit into this frame.
What originally prevented the bolt from spinning was the square section resting in a square hole in the wood, but now this hole is so messed up I don't think that's possible again, even though I'm using a bigger bolt. So what I did instead was to make this steel plate with a square hole that now fits over the square section, and this plate then gets screwed into the wood and then it should work again.
And there the mechanism is working again.
There's only one piece left that I have to make new, and that's the hand crank for the nut.
I didn't want to carve the hexagonal parts by hand, so I let the CNC do that job. And there's the saw back in business.
Then I got a big surprise from my sister. The other day they came to me and brought me this stuff. You probably already have seen this in some way, but this is called Spectra Plywood. It's basically birch plywood with colored veneers. It looks really nice and is extremely difficult to get in Germany because it's not available in Germany. They somehow managed to get it from the US to us through various stages of friends, and now it's here. And what they want me to do now is to take the green stuff and make a segmented bowl out of it. And I can use the green-blue stuff for myself. Really, really cool. And by the way, the stuff is really expensive. I mean, 10 bucks per piece. Wow. And I probably will cover this in another video. And we are once again back at the X-Carve. If you don't want to see that thing again, you can close the video now or skip to the outtakes. So I already mentioned in another video that these two aluminum extrusions are not perfectly stiff and can rotate and flex because they are not joined together. Now to join these pieces together, I cut some pieces off of a threaded rod, put a plastic insulated lock nut on the end, now a washer, and I can fit this through the two extrusions, and another washer and another lock nut then should join them together. I put on 3 of these every 25 centimeters on the rails, and in the end I had to use some smaller washers on the top because these ones would have interfered with this piece. I don't know if or how well it will work, but in theory it should stiffen up this whole assembly. And by the way, this is how my workshop usually looks during a project. Basically a mess all over the place. And that's it for this one. So this is a pretty big project, yeah. But I can tell you that this project will be this video. So, and yeah. Huh? And we also can have a quick look. But because this happened, it was impossible. So I already mentioned in another video that these two aluminum extrusions,